So I have this one sitting in front of me and it's like bothering me, and I'm like, okay, I need to talk about it. So some time ago I did this picture, and there's quite a bit to say here about it. I'll go over it really quickly. So like in this angle, you see a wolf howling, but you can also see a deer head. Now, just if you've seen like other videos on this channel, you would know that I keep talking about these being animal hide ornaments, and they're very old. They are not chipped rock, so they're not really rocks, in the classic sense of what you'd call a rock. They're not chipped, not that. They are ornaments. If you look hard enough, you could find like thread marks. Exactly what they were sewn with, I really can't tell you, but some thread could have been made from the sinew of, the same thing as like bows and arrows, and from the string on the bow. You know what I was talking about. That's from the muscle fibers. Okay, so, but like even like this here area right here, there's a lot of graininess. That's what's left of like hair follicles. You can kind of see that there. So anyway, I'm trying to get to this. You see, when you turn this way, you've got this native face. On the corners, deer head with the antler that goes up. You see that? There's kind of one over here. So these are loaded. I was looking on this side. Maybe if I just like go through this, I try to capture as much as I can on this. So I'm going to turn them over. And then I was showing there's the wolf and there's the deer. But there's more things in it than that. And, for people like me who go to these, the Facebook groups and try to, we're just talking about artifacts and stuff. And you go to these ones that have like the public settings. And then everybody who can come in and, they don't see it. They just see a rock. I get it. It's like they think we're all crazy. And so what they do is they troll the heck out of the group, and nobody wants to show anything. So you have to keep those groups, you have to keep the settings private, and you have to weed out the trolls who are just there to, make fun of people, because we don't think it's very funny. So, okay, on this side, we got another face over here. The way this headdress looks, it almost like a butterfly wing coming on that, from the back. I had another stone that artifact thing that kind of resembled the butterfly wings. It was just something I was noticing. This, I want to say it's layered to be either two things. Almost like if I turn it this way, whether it's bear or sloth, sometimes I kind of see bear paws down here, like it's crawling on its belly. or depending on how I turned it in the light, there's another little animal right here. You see its chin in front of my thumb, nose, and then there's its ear. So that would turn it into the sloth with the baby on its neck. You know, I've shown that several times. Let's see if I could actually find my go-to sloth, and I can't. It's over behind me somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. So, yes, this one. Okay, sloth, looking up, lots of claws, big claws. Turn it around. There's the baby on the mama's neck. Mama's looking away. Okay. Don't you love a good go-to when you need it? Because this one isn't as clear, but it's still a nice piece. Okay, so at an angle, I kind of see like this little animal right there that seems to be riding on this bigger animal's neck. So maybe, but I definitely see it's an animal of some kind. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, as long as I see it, it's there, whatever. Should be happy. I just saw something. But it's sitting in front of me, and I saw one more animal. Maybe this is why it's bothering me, because this is the Paleolithic. Oh gosh, this is the Ice Age era. I turn this way. This is an animal. I see another animal here, and if I just to prove that, the mouth, the nose, the eye, back here on the person's face that forms an ear. And then there's like fur on the throat, long neck. That the only animal I think that looks like that is, let's see that mouth. Hello, kitty. You can meet Wolverine. So the only animal that looks like this is camelops, the American camel. I don't think of anything else that could look like that. Now, okay. These were hard to see. Now when I turn a megatherium or whatever he is, Aromatherium, I think this is, I don't think this is the same as the Aromatherium. There's a freaking woolly rhino head here. That's its nostril. There's its horns are not long, they're short. There's the lips and its ear over here. It's kind of crazy to think that this is what these people were seeing. I mean, when I turn the head part over this way, becomes this cat head with the ear here and the nose there and the eye there, and it's roadkill in its mouth. And then kind of see like an animal here, like nose. Maybe it's like a fox head right in there. I don't know. Where's the human face? There's a human face right there. was also looking at this other thing here. It's funny because I pick up these pieces and they don't really seem to have much on them. They just look like they say rocks, but you just, sometimes your gut feeling tells you, no, 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 they're more than that. So it wasn't until recently that I started tracing them. Okay, so we got a cat head looking to the right. I always forget stuff with this one. This is animal that's like kind of sitting up. So I was tracing lines and I was kind of trying to figure out what this is. And I know it's like if I put it up a certain way, you could see like animals, like there's an animal head looking to the right there. But even more so, you see like an owl maybe with its wings spread, like right there, like it's flying. I assume that's an owl. There's one wing over here, and the other wing forms that kind of cat that's kind of leaning over. I think there was like a human face over here somewhere. Oh well. Kind of neat. Well, I guess I'm going to get back to my editing. I know I'm probably going to say, oh, I forgot to mention that one creature. Also, like, on this, what was this guy here? There was a face here. I'm going to zoom in, see if I can. He had a lot of line work. It might have been like wrinkles, or they were very nice and neatly placed. There seems to be a braid there. I was dyeing my hair, that's why my thumb is red. There seemed to be another face along here. But well, everybody, I just hope you keep an open mind and keep exploring, because not everything has been discovered.